Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Charles already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Eluding the pressure right. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards.
15-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5-yard gain.
Now a second down and 6.
At the 15-yard line.
Shotgun now for Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
1st down, Buccaneers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
So more problems here in this 1st quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A gain of 2.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
47-yard line.
That's the way. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Buccaneers, nothing.
Second and 8. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he finds Howard complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Again, it's Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
Brady's pass.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Brings up 2nd down at the 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning.
1st down.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A 34-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Second and 10. Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
49-yard line.
On play action, it's Wentz. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Wentz going to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the 31, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Brady's pass.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
The handoff to Miles.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And he connects with Ertz. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
At the 21-yard line.
On 1st down, Sanders. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now Wentz. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
3rd and 7.
They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. This a 33-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I'm talking with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful not being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. That's caught by Howard. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Eagles 17. Buccaneers 10.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Another run with Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled
after that run. Still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
Wentz to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was a
mistake,
yes,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to snap the ball in additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done. but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.